So, guys, welcome to another episode of the Raw Fallout of this week's Monday Night Raw. So, I'm a little bit late. I had some personal emergencies, so that's why I'm late by one day. But I could not leave my fans. So, we are going to discuss about the Raw that has happened this week. Well, actually, this week's Monday Night Raw was absolutely off the charts, in my opinion. And I like this week's Raw because there were quality matches. Actually, this week's Raw, and we got a match. The first match that was between the Finn Balor and what do you say, JD McDonough. So JD McDonough, with the help of Judgment Day, defeated Finn Balor. That was a pretty long match, 11 minutes. And yes, and now we are going to get a little bit more feud on the match. And then we had an incredible tag team match between Rusev and Ethan Page versus Penta and Javon Evans, in which Rusev and Ethan Page won. The debut of Ethan Page, that match, they have done pretty well, and they have elevated that star on the main show. Yes, and good things are on the way for Ethan Page. So I think it's going to be a fatal four-way match that's going to happen on Saturday night's main event this month. So they are planning the feud just like that, only. And it was a great match in my opinion. Rusev and Ethan Page and Penta and Javon Evans, they actually tore the show. It was actually a 10-minute match, and great. That was great. That was a great match as well. And then we had Joe Hendry and versus Austin Theory. So that was a Joe Hendry defeated Austin Theory by disqualification, and then we got an all-out brawl. Everybody coming out. We got the Street Profits coming out. We got Braun Breaker. We got Seth Rollins coming out. Yes, it was an all-out brawl, man. So actually, it's kind of pretty good because it's not actually a three-on-three that's going on right now, because we have Joe Hendry and the Street Profits, who are a three-man team, and then we got the Vision, and Seth Rollins is on the outside. So it's actually 4-on-3 that's going on right now. Pretty much of a predicament right there, because yes, that was a great thing as well. So actually a 4-on-3 is actually good. It's not the typical cliche 3-on-3 that's happening. So, and then the next match between Obafemi and Otis, man, that was electric. The crowd was electric for that particular match, man. When Obafemi just came out and counted with that clothesline, was just like watching those main event matches 10 or 15 years ago, man. Just the crowd pull of Obafemi is actually awesome, pretty awesome, man. So I like that match, Obafemi and Otis. It was actually a short squash match, but whether who's going to be the next opponent for Obafemi, that's pretty much on question, because nobody is going to come up and challenge. And this open challenge of Obafemi, that's going to pretty much squander in a few months, because no credible challenges are there. So if Bronson Reed returns, so Obafemi and Bronson Reed, actually that is going to be a good match. So this open challenge, that could be put to stop, and Obafemi and Bronson Reed, they could actually steal the show, because Bronson Reed can match the raw power of Obafemi, and if Bronson Reed takes a win or pin over Obafemi, actually, then it will be a much bit credible as well, because he's actually defeated Roman Reigns before. So I think Obafemi and Bronson Reed, when he returns, would be a great feud. And then we had the El Grande and Americano, and then Bruto and Julio, the new tag team on this. Julius Creed and Brutus, they have formed a new tag team, and they defeated Los Americanos in a 6-man tag team match, or the trios match. I think it's the first ever trios match we have seen in WWE in quite a while. So that was actually a pretty good match, and El Grande and Americanos team, actually, they took the win on that one. And he's going to lose his mask this month at Noches Los Grandes, yes. So in America as well as US TV shows, El Grande Americano, the OG, will win, but the original Actually, we have Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano. He's going to win at Noches Los Grandes. So that's my thing on the opinion. Then we had the main event. That was the contract signing between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. And then in that particular, we have seen that death grip again. So that's going to be pretty much to watch out for. We have not seen Solo Sikoa come out on Raw. But actually, just in my last episode, what I said is going to be a Bloodline Civil War that's going to happen at the main event of Backlash. And then we have the Roman Reigns, the Usos, and then Jacob Fatu. We got Solo Sikoa, and then Tama Tonga Loa. They are all going to come out. It's going to be an all-out Civil War that's going to happen. Backlash is going to be all full-on chaos. And then coming to Backlash, we have seen the first opening match. I think it will be Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. Yes, that's going to be pretty much of a slobber knocker that's going on. And I think Braun Breaker is going to take on the win against Seth Rollins. So Braun Breaker, I think, is going to win. Actually, 5 matches, as predicted by me earlier, 5 matches has been planned for Backlash. And then we had the mystery tag team partner for Danhausen versus The Miz, and we got in that match. I think it's going to be who's going to be the mystery tag team partner for Danhausen. What do you guys think? Who's going to be the mystery tag team partner? Just comment below. We can discuss. Who do you think is going to be the mystery tag team partner for Danhausen? So actually, will the Oberfemi challenge will it come out on Backlash? And then the GOAT, John Cena, is going to return Backlash for some historic announcement for the WWE fans as well as for the WWE superstars. I hope it's not about the WWE club, because we don't want John Cena to come and announce that kind of bullshit. Actually, it should be related to much more of an in-ring kind of action. So, what do you guys think? What's going to be the historic announcement of John Cena that's going to happen? Just comment below, we can discuss. What do you think is going to be the historic announcement of John Cena at Backlash? So, this week's Raw is actually good. It was a pretty much what do you say, classic Raw. So many good matches, great matches. We had 5 matches, and then we had backstage segments. Everything was perfect on this week's Raw. I hope they make and produce more Raw shows like this one. Actually, the go home show before Backlash, that was actually pretty good. And now we are waiting for SmackDown. Yes, it was a great Raw. What do you guys think of this week's episode of Raw? It was great, right? So many good matches. So many good matches. For the Intercontinental Championship, the Fatal 4-Way is forming up. And at Saturday night's main event, I think Penta is going to lose the Intercontinental Championship. I think Ethan Page is going to be the next one, Intercontinental Champion. Ericor 44052. Hi, Ericor 04452. First off, respect Cena, but Stone Cold is more of a GOAT in my opinion. Yes, yes indeed. Stone Cold is the GOAT, but yes, John Cena is also a GOAT, because that guy just saved WWE back in the 2000s during the Ruthless Aggression era. Because if it wasn't for John Cena, WWE wouldn't be in this stage as of right now, in my opinion. Because John Cena actually saved WWE. Otherwise, it would have been gone down to ashes. You know, the big guys have left. Brock Lesnar left. Rock left. Stone Cold Steve Austin left. There was nobody to save WWE. It was not even a big star. And during the time of Stone Cold, we had The Rock. We had so many guys during that time. Undertaker, Triple H, every guy was there. John Cena single-handedly saved WWE, in my opinion. That's why we refer him to as the GOAT, John Cena. So, he's going to come for the historic announcement and Backlash. It's great to see John Cena back in WWE with the tux on and everything on them, just like that. So comment below. What do you think of this week's Raw? Comment below. What do you think of this week's Raw? So guys, so we are waiting for the Go show of SmackDown before Backlash. And who do you think is going to win the matches in Backlash? Who do you think is going to win the main event? Jacob Fatu or Roman Reigns? Or will it be a disqualification? Will that match be a disqualification? Will we get a clear-cut winner in that match? Who's going to win against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker? That's one of the good matches they have produced on Raw. Actually, it's kind of a Raw kind of pay-per-view. There's more good matches from the Raw side than SmackDown, in my opinion. Oh yeah. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Who do you think is going to win the match between Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins? Comment below. I'm going to go for Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is going to win that match. Braun Breaker is going to beat Seth Rollins. Clean. I think it's going to be a brawl in that match too. Then we had the Vision coming out in that match, and then we'll be having Street Profits coming after them. We'll be having Joe Henry coming after them. So I like what's going to happen between Joe Henry and Logan Paul. So guys, have you heard that Logan Paul is actually going to take his time off from WWE for quite a while? So he can go and have his boxing match with Mike Tyson. So that's what I heard. So I think they're going to drop the tag team championship soon to the Street Profits. And Logan Paul is going to back for boxing against Mike Tyson. So that's what I've heard. Comment below. What do you think of Logan Paul's decision? So guys, that's what's happened on this week's Raw. And thank you for tuning into my channel. And I'll see you after SmackDown. Take care. Goodbye. Take care of your health. Bye bye. Thank you.